Mrs. Cohan's class would like to bring you possessive nouns.
Hey, that's Rachel's whiteboard.
You're awfully possessive.
Hi guys, doing possessive nouns this week, and possessive nouns show ownership. If it's your possession, it belongs to you, and it would be a possessive noun. So take a look at page 123 in your grammar book. If you're not already on page 123, please pause the video and turn your grammar book to page 123. And let's take a look at the skill reminders box. The tricky thing about possessive nouns, is when there's more than one thing. For instance, if we had foxes and they had a den and the den belonged to them, we would put the apostrophe after the S, which means if we look at the word and we just cover up the apostrophe, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about more than one fox's den. If there was just, so let's say there were 4. If there's just one fox, then we do an apostrophe. If you cover up the apostrophe, you can see, all you can see there is fox, which means it's singular, it's one. When we say them, they sound exactly like foxes, foxes. So you just have to be careful and know what that apostrophe and where to put it means. All right, so for today's practice, what you are going to do is, they ask you to write the sentence, but we're not going to do that. Instead, we're just going to write the possessive noun. So for numbers 1 through 5, this is how you're going to do this assignment. Number 1, you simply write down all the possessive nouns that are in the sentence. There's only one. So you're going to write dogs. So that's how that would look for numbers 2 through 5. For numbers 6 through 11, you simply have to change. They've given you a sentence that has the possessive noun as being singular. There's just one. They want you to rewrite it as though it was more than one. So for instance, number 6, they give you the word F-R-O-G apostrophe S, frogs. And again, if we do what I talked about, and you cover up the apostrophe and you see what's left, you're left with just frog. That means it's only one frog. On your paper, you're going to write the plural form. So first you write the word frogs, more than one, and then if it ends in an S, you just add an apostrophe. And notice when we cover that up, we are left with frogs, more than one, so that's what the plural form of that looks like. So for numbers 7 through 11, you are going to rewrite those singular possessive nouns as plural. Go ahead and pause the video and come on back and we'll correct it together. Alrighty, so here you see numbers 1 through 5. I have circled the words that you should have on your slate. And numbers 6 through 10, I have written the words in the margin in the way that they should be written. Pay special attention to where the S is and where the apostrophe is. Go ahead and pause that if you need to so that you can get the your paper corrected. Alrighty, if you missed on this page, if you missed 0 or 1, you got an A.
Woo!
-2 is a B, -3 is a C, -4 is a D, and -5, that's just it. All right, go ahead and turn please to page 124. 124. Alrighty, on page 124, let's see, on page 124, we are writing the possessive noun and then we're telling if it's singular or if it's plural. So it says, Jonathan's parents were happy to see the children. So for number 1, you've got that word in parentheses. You have to turn that into a possessive noun. Well, is there Jonathan? Is there one Jonathan, or is there more than one Jonathan? There's just one Jonathan. So we're going to write the word Jonathan. Make it possessive by adding an apostrophe S. And on your paper, you're going to put an S because it's singular. All right? So you're going to do numbers 2 through 6 that way. Numbers 7 through 10 are pretty tricky. These have caused my kids problems in the past. Let's take a look at it. It says, I saw a nest. The nest belonged to a robin. So what you have to do is you have to replace the underlined phrase with the possessive phrase. So for number 7, I saw a nest. The nest belonged to a robin. You would say, I saw a, let's see how we make that work. Number 7, you write the sentence, I saw a robin's nest. And there you go. Go ahead and pause the video, finish this page, and then we'll take a look at the answers.
The seaweed is always greener in somebody else's lake.
Alrighty. So taking a look at numbers 2 through 6, go ahead and pause that video and correct that. And numbers 8, 9, and 10, the tricky ones. That's what those sentences should look like. Alrighty. Grading scale for this assignment. -0 to 1 is an A, -2 is a B, -3 is a C, -4 is a D, and -5. There we go. All right, I'll see you again next week.